Hey, welcome back to the show. I've just got back my Marshall SV20 from Jason at Headfirst Amps. He's done a few mods to it and it's absolutely brutal, so just stick around and we'll check it out. I'm sure loads of you already know about Headfirst Amps. Jason's an absolute wizard when it comes to the subject. He builds the Alta 100 that Jim Ritt from Slipknot uses. He's just released the Evil Joe and he's done countless modifications and has so much data up there on the internet. He's got his YouTube channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. But we've been talking for some time and I've always dreamt of having my own modded Marshall, just like the guys did back in the Bay Area, like Gary Holt with his Langner mod and all these Jose mods you hear about and crazy little mods they did on Marshalls back in the day. And so eventually I asked Jason if he was interested in modding my SV20H. I didn't want to do too much to it as far as the looks goes. I only wanted the green light on the front, but apart from that I wanted to sort of maintain that really stock appearance. I just love the classic look of the Plexi, so there wasn't a lot of aesthetics that I wanted to change. I didn't want too many volume pots in weird places and things, but I just said I'm happy for it to be a one-trick pony. I just want something that's just really brutal. I want it to have just some serious chunk when you come down, really crunchy, just something extreme that completely crushes you, and Jason absolutely delivered on that. So essentially what he's done, apart from the green light for Ollie, he's given it a master volume instead of having the 2 volumes on the Plexi, and I've got a gain pot right here. The master volume is push-pull, where you just get different loads of compression on the push-pull, and we've got the high and the low inputs. The first 2 inputs are now disconnected, and then on the back he's fitted a density control just for that little bit extra damage. But essentially you could say it's almost got like 4 channels now. I was happy for it to have 1 brutal, but he's given me 4 channels just so you've got the push-pull pot for each of the high and low inputs. The tone stack remains exactly the same and the effect slip is a lot cleaner than it was. It's just got 3 stages of gain for the low input, and then it's got the 4th stage of gain for the higher input. So it is absolutely crazy with gain and it's all controllable, but right now we're in the low input and this really is designed to work with overdrives, tube screamers, just create totally different tones, but on its own it's absolutely brutal. I'll just wind up a little bit mids there and just see what sort of crunchy log riffs we can get. And I'm sure you get the idea there, that's as clean as this gets. But if we pull the volume pot for extra compression on this channel, there is a little bit of volume drop as you get that extra compression, so I'll just wind that up a little tiny bit. And that just sounds so raw and crushing. It's just so sort of curdling. You can feel everything on the inside just as you're playing that. Like the lows are just so crunchy and boomy, but then it's just got this really nice crunchy sort of top end on top, and it is just so cool. And we're still on channel 1. I haven't even gone through an OD. I can just show you what that's like just using an OD through this channel. But right now this is just an Ibanez tube screamer just added to it. So you get the idea there. This channel just works really well with different boosts, different EQs. Actually, talking of EQs, I just want to show you this tone. This was absolutely killer before. I just had to change guitars to D standard tuning. I just wanted to show you some Gary Holt riffs. This absolutely blew my mind before. Just got a slight bit of EQ and just a little bit of a boost, but that is just everything that I hoped it would be. It's just so crushing, like you can't help but smile when you hear that. It's so raw and crushing and so brutal. But I'll put this guitar away. I just want to show you the rest of the amp. But anyhow, we'll just move on. I don't want to show you too many of the other effects. I just want to show you the absolute raw amp, what it can do. But now moving on to the high input, 4 stages of gain. This is how it sounds. As well, I forgot to mention no birds have been harmed today. I'm actually running this silently through the 2 notes Torpedo Captor X. There's no speakers in the room whatsoever, so the birds, all they can hear is just the strings of the guitar. But I was really surprised when I scooped back those mids, and for some reason I just felt like playing a Sepultura riff. It was exactly where it needed to be. And that tone right there just blew me away. There's nothing but my guitar going into this amp, and we just got that whole Chaos AD thing. And everything's just so over the top, especially on those backwards chords. Like, it's just on and off, and it's just in your face. And I said to Jason when he was doing it, I said, mate, is my face going to come off? And he said, it'll come off slower in the low input, but faster in high input. And I said, perfect. It's just so unique and unlike any amp I've ever played before. It's so brutal and got so many different elements that works really well with pedals. But anyway, I keep talking too much. Let's just see what this is like now compressed, and just onto the compressed stage of the 4th gain stage. And there you have it. That's my Marshall SV20H modded by Jason at Headfirst Amplification. Go and check him out. He's got his YouTube channel. I'll have links in the description. But look, until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you.